back again to the channel, guys. Are you ready for Ghana? Is the world actually ready for what Ghana has in stock for them? I don't think the world is actually ready for what Ghana is about to dish out to the world, because as it stands right now, this 2026
Ghana is already trending in Korea. Oh yes, they said a good name is better than words. That is what Ghana actually represents at this point. I'm going to be sharing some videos with you all to watch. Please, as you're watching and you're a Ghanaian, please comment in the comment section. I am actually proud to be a Ghanaian because being a Ghanaian is a big place. Like this video and share. Let's watch.
Actually, my daughter. Hello. Hi. Annyeong. Etise. You don't speak Korean. She doesn't speak English. You start speaking Chi. Hey. You are my daughter. Hey, she. Wow, look, she.
As Korean culture continues to reach audiences worldwide, it has become a powerful language of diplomacy, fostering mutual understanding. Today, we meet a figure at the heart of that shift, Ghana's ambassador to the Republic of Korea and the first Korean-born person to hold the post, Ambassador Kojo Choi. His unique journey reflects how the Korean wave has moved beyond cultural exchange toward deeper trust and connection. Let's hear how Korean culture is viewed from Ghana and explore the future of cultural diplomacy together. Ambassador Kojo Choi, thank you very much for joining us on the program. Welcome.
Ambassador. Thank you for having me.
All right, Ambassador Choi, you returned to Korea and you are now the ambassador of Ghana to Korea. So that alone is fascinating. So you describe yourself as Ghanaian Korean. Tell us a little bit more about what that identity means to you.
When I'm asked questions to describe myself in the best manner, I tell them I was born in Korea, but I was brought up in Ghana. But actually has more meaning to that. We normally see when something is made, someone say it is made in somewhere but designed somewhere else. I was born there, so I was born here, so the principles and the foundation comes from Korea. But I was actually built and designed and molded in Ghana. So more of values and those aspects of software is more of Ghana.
Very interesting how you put that. And Ambassador Choi, so since late last year, you've been serving as Ghana's top envoy to Korea. So when you first took on this role, what emotions or thoughts came to mind?
This job requires me to be more of institutional than personal. So I look more into the perspective of the nation Ghana. Personally, just to mention a bit, it was a call of duty, responsibility. But beyond that, I looked at the nation Ghana, how far the nation, my nation, has come in embracing the international and globalization, you know, the acceptance to the diversity and inclusion. So I was very proud that this has come from Ghana.
Excellent. And how exactly did you come to become appointed as the Ghana ambassador?
I guess my introduction speaks for itself in a manner. Somebody who has learned the culture, has lived the culture, who understands both cultures, of course, both languages. Being able to have such personality as one's citizen becomes a very instrumental tool for that very country and fostering that diplomacy in very different fronts. So me becoming one, I believe, was a great and brilliant decision made by our president and the nation, our Ghanaian people actually are saying to that was a brilliant decision that the president has made.
Excellent. And as Ghana's ambassador to Korea, what do you think is the most important mission for you to give out as a message?
For every ambassador, the mission is very clear. There's no personal opinion of mine. Every entire opinion is of my nation, Ghana, and that of the president. And the reason why president sent me here is clear. We want the best relationship between the two countries, Ghana and Korea. And looking at it closely, Ghana and Korea is positioned very, very well. Ghana has what Korea doesn't, and Korea doesn't have what Ghana has. So when you have two entities that are complementarily positioned, I believe that gives you the best partnership. That is where I see Ghana and Korea is. And as your question is, my job is to establish that best cooperation and friendship between Ghana and Korea.
So could you maybe elaborate on what Ghana does not have, what Korea has, and what Korea does not have, what Ghana has? Would there be maybe some examples you could name?
Looking at how Korea developed from nowhere after the war, Korea has vast experience of industrialization, technology. plenty of patents that Korea has, which hasn't even yet been introduced commercially. Yet Korea doesn't have the resources. So Korea is always looking at the best places where they could source the best raw materials. Ghana, on the other side, we also don't want to basically export the raw materials in a form. We're looking at ways of adding values, being able to have that processed into more meaningful products. From the discussion that I've said, Ghana has a lot of resources. Ghana is rated as the #1 producer of gold in Africa. It has so many resources. You can look at from A to Z of resources Ghana has. So looking at that partnership of one's needs, mutually beneficial position is very much agreeably found if we look into it.
I guess there's room for even more exchange from here on. And now let's dive a little deeper into culture, because that's what we talk about on our show most of the time. So do you feel that the Korean wave has gone beyond cultural consumption to actually have a positive impact on the economic and diplomatic ties between Korea and Ghana?
Most certainly. I believe that culture is only acquired when you live it. But K-culture has become so strong in a manner that through the music and drama and food, Korea culture has proven that it actually has more power than just someone who has to live to learn it. So in Ghana, the K-drama is very popular. If you now turn on any television channels in Ghana, you get to see all the trendy Korean dramas.
Wow.
And of course the food that we get to see on television, the home appliances we get to see on televisions, and it become part of our lives. And of course, when you walk around and they look at me without knowing that I'm a Ghanaian, but believing that I'm 100% Korean by citizenship, everybody becomes so nice and kind because they want to actually now experience the Korean culture. I hope you'll ask me about Ghanaian culture too.
Oh, yes, you are. Actually, Walter is going to.
I'm going to. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Actually, basically the opposite question. Now, among Ghana's traditional culture or creative content as well, what kind of elements do you think might resonate with the Korean audience?
Surprisingly, Ghana shares so much common in cultural aspects, and it's because just like Korea, Ghana has kings and is quite a tribal society. But we actually boast the presence of the most prominent kingdom in Africa, that is in Ghana, called Ashanti Kingdom. And when there's a king, there's culture, there's beautiful dance, there's beautiful food, and also fashion. So we have so much such quality cultural aspects that we want to showcase to you. But one aspect that I want to share today is that of the paintings and arts and sculptures. Ghana boasts authentic talents of artists. So I founded an art foundation in Ghana. It's called Art Africa Foundation. So we look at the best talents, those who actually paint and sculpt, and the quality that actually I come across are world-class materials. So I'm hoping to bring such talent to Korea, so they get to see what I mean.
That would be wonderful. And now, Ambassador Choi, to young Ghanaians who are discovering Korea through Hallyu or the Korean wave, and also to Koreans to whom Ghana might be still unfamiliar, would there be a message for those young people?
So we are talking about the young people of Koreans and young people of Ghanaians. The best is for you to experience what you have seen. So as an ambassador, I will do my best to promote the mutual visits, bilateral visits, so more Korean youths can visit Ghana, and vice versa, more Ghanaian youths should visit Korea, where they get to this time touch and feel and experience what they have seen, so that the friendship may even become stronger.
Right, Ambassador. And just to get a little bit in your personal life, you are a father of 6, is that correct?
That is correct.
Wow. And as the head of a large family, how has your family shaped and supported your life and work in diplomacy?
Well, as a family, you mentioned the responsibility that I have as the father of 6. That is a big responsibility for me to be good and do good and show them the exemplary life as a father. So of course it has shaped me as a family side of it. And you ask on the diplomacy side of it, even my children don't even listen to me. So it's a learning process of how to communicate with them, understanding what the needs are what their wants are, being able to also come to the terms, negotiate. So yes, as you mentioned, it has helped me a lot and shaped me to become a better person in many fronts.
Do you teach them both Ghana and Korean culture? Is that very important to you?
Oh, very, very good question. Thank you. Yes, I do. I make them write both languages. Of course, they live both cultures. I just had my lunch with my family just about 1 hour ago. We have a child who is 1 year and 8 months old.
Wow.
So as we're greeting in English, hello, hi, in Korean, annyeong, she can't really speak. So whenever I say annyeong, she just does this. But when my son spoke to her in Choi, which is most spoken Ghanaian language, and my son said, "Etiseng," surprisingly, she said, "Eye," which is a perfect response. So clearly you can see we are in Korea. She's learning Choi. She's speaking. Actually, she started speaking Choi before Korean or English. But yes, I actually put efforts to learn both cultures because that is where I believe they have the competitive advantage as they grow older.
Guys, let's give it up for Ghana. Ghana keep representing Africa in any country they go to. In fact, a lot of people are now talking about Ghana and talking about how good the country, the people, the culture, the food. And right now, Ghana is in Korea. The ambassador of Ghana to Korea, which is Kojo, he grew up in Ghana. You know, he went to his high school here in Ghana. In fact, he's actually Ghanaian right now because he decided to ditch his Korean, country, and he decided to accept Ghana as a country. And in Korea, you cannot have dual citizenship. You have to be from one country. So he decided to, abandon his own country, and he chose to be a Ghanaian. So you see, the love people have for Ghana, the love people genuinely have for the motherland Ghana. So when you see me come out here talk about Ghana, I'm talking about Ghana because I genuinely love this country. So that is the reason why when I see people talk about, oh, don't talk about Ghana, I don't listen to them, because they actually do not know how passionate, in fact, how I love Ghana. There are people that just love a particular country, not for anything, not for citizenship or anything, no. But you just have passion. You just love a particular country for who they are and for what they represent. So Ghana has been representing peace. Ghana has been representing good things. And this is the reason why this Korean man decided to leave his country and he chose to be a Ghanaian. You see, imagine leaving your country and choosing to be from another country. It's a big flex. It is not easy. It means you actually love that country. So kudos to the people of Ghana, kudos to the Ghanaian government for keeping your country this peaceful, for making people fall in love with your country genuinely, for presenting Africa in a very good way. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section about this particular video. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe.